becomes more and more important. And that's for every guy here. We got to do it better. Our goal is to have the kind of team that nobody wants to play. And that means that we have to impose our will to dominate the competition all the time. It's all about what does it take to break you.
Welcome to Nick Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and please watch the video all the way to the end. Today, I will be talking about the reason why I think Brian Johnson could make sense as an offensive coordinator at Alabama. Now, we all really have our top picks. You know, most of us want Joe Brady. Most of us really want Jeff Lebby. But as of recent, we've been hearing Brian Johnson's name pop up a lot. And it's funny to me because I am one of the ones who, I want to say some months ago, I've been naming Brian Johnson's name. I've been putting his name out there. And the reason why Brian Johnson makes sense to me, and the reason why I wouldn't mind if he got a shot at the offensive coordinator position, because we're going through a quarterback change right now. Jalen Miro, Ty Simpson, Eli Holston, Dylan Lonergan. Probably Jalen Miro or Ty Simpson out of those two. But it's going to be critical to have a OC that can come in and work with quarterbacks. And that's why I'm going to go back to Jeff Lebby. He makes sense and Joe Brady makes sense. Those are the top two candidates that we would like. But the reason why I wouldn't mind seeing Brian Johnson, and the reason why he would make sense is because, for one, he played quarterback himself at Utah. He was the quarterback the year Alabama played Utah in one of those in the bowl game. He was the quarterback that played against Alabama, and Utah won that game. But I still say it was one of those games I don't think Alabama cared about. But let's go to Brian Johnson's coaching career. So he started his coaching career at Utah as a quarterbacks coach in 2010 and 2011. He was the quarterbacks coach. Then in 2012, 2013, he was promoted to offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. He was a co-offensive coordinator. And that year, I think they went like 5-7, but it was his first year as a co-offensive coordinator, second year as a quarterback coach. But this is where it gets good. Mississippi State, 2014 to 2016. He worked with Dak Prescott up under Dan Mullen. So that's where it gets good. I forgot I can't remember the quarterback after Dak Prescott, but Mississippi State, they're always really Mississippi State. But 2014, Dak Prescott was really good up under Dan Mullen, and he was the quarterback coach. But they developed the other. I can't remember the quarterback name, but they developed him. They developed him pretty good to be a pretty good, decent quarterback. But he was still Mississippi State. But after Mississippi State, we can go down to Houston, 2017. He was the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach for Houston. Now, think about that year, 2017. The quarterback that was there was De'Aaron King. He helped develop De'Aaron King, and before De'Aaron King got hurt at Houston, he was really good. Before he went to Miami, he was really good. He got hurt. I think he got hurt at Houston, or he opted out, or it was something. But I know he got hurt at Miami. I think he opted out at Houston or something. But De'Aaron King, he helped develop De'Aaron King, and before all that stuff happened, De'Aaron King was really good. He was really good. So now let's go to Florida, 2018, 2019. I think Kyle Trask. Think about how good that offense was. He was the quarterback coach, but think about the development of Kyle Trask. And what I did like about that Dan Mullen was in the running too, but I've been saying a lot of stuff that Dan Mullen wasn't interested. But the reason why it makes sense again because he was up under Dan Mullen, and a lot of people wanted Dan Mullen as the OC. And honestly, I wouldn't have minded if Dan Mullen was the OC. I would have preferred. I would prefer other, but I wouldn't mind Dan Mullen as the OC, and he's been coaching up under Dan Mullen. And that year, 2018, 2019, Florida was really good. Florida offense was really good, and when they started off with Felipe Franks, and then they went over to Kyle Trask. And what I liked about that is two different styles of quarterback, and they still develop. They still develop well. So let's move on to 2020. He was the offensive coordinator at Florida and quarterbacks coach at Florida. Now, we can go back to the 2020 year. That was the last year Dan Mullen was there, but I'm going to say this about Emory Jones was the quarterback, and I'm going to say this about that. Some quarterbacks, I don't really, you can practice to try to do all the developing you want. They are going to be who they are. And I think Emory Jones was just one of those quarterbacks. It's like baseball players. You can train somebody, you can practice all you want to in baseball. But some people are just not baseball players. And I think Emory Jones was one of those guys at quarterback. Like, he's just who he was, you know what I'm saying? He was a running quarterback. He was just a one-dimensional quarterback. So that's why I don't think that was Emory Jones. But let's move on to the Philadelphia Eagles. He is having a play in Jalen Hurts' development. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of what Jalen Hurts is doing is awful hard work, but it still helps with great quarterback and quarterback coach relationship. Believe me, that plays a big part in development. And that's the reason why it makes sense to me. Because now this is his first year in the NFL. So people might say Brian Johnson is an NFL guy, but this is just his first year in the NFL with the Philadelphia Eagles. And I feel like he has had a part in Jalen Hurts' development. He has had a part. And so let's go back to Alabama. Jalen Murrow, Ty Simpson. To me, they have similar skill sets. They're both mobile quarterbacks. They can roll out, and a quarterback coach / OC like him will help with the development of a new quarterback. I'm not saying he should be the OC, but this is why I wouldn't mind Brian Johnson as an OC, and that's why it will make sense because he has the experience as a quarterback coach. And like I said, this year he's with the Philadelphia Eagles, and look at that culture tree up under the Philadelphia Eagles right now. Man, as an offensive coordinator, you would like probably anything from up under that culture tree right now up under the Philadelphia Eagles. So to me, that's why it makes sense. And please like and subscribe to the channel. That's all I really want to talk about. Why Brian Johnson would make sense as an OC at Alabama. But like and subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for tuning in. Roll Tide, roll Tide, roll Tide. And hey, let me know in the comments how y'all feel about Brian Johnson possibly being the OC, or just let me know who would y'all like to see as an OC at the University of Alabama. So